Howdy. I am Pytho's Demon or Tragica, depending where you find me, Twitch or Xbox. And this is just gonna be a short little video of me just kind of just analyzing my run against Chaotic Gormagala. It's kind of mediocre run, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, I'll just be commentating over some stuff that I do, just like explaining my thinking. If I ever make more videos soon, it'll probably all be Charge Blade, and there's a real big reason for that, and that's just being Charge Blade was the first weapon well, not my first weapon that I used in Monster Hunter. My first Monster Hunter game was World, but it was the first weapon that clicked with me, and I loved it. I just loved it so much. And then Rise came out, and I was really excited to play that, but I didn't have PC, so I just waited until Xbox came out. Then it did, and it was just beautiful. I loved it. It was amazing, and I've just been using that just the entire time. Matter of fact, on the account that I'm fighting this Chaotic Gormagala on, I have nothing but Charge Blade stuff on. Like, if you checked out my guild card, you'll see that I have only Charge Blade runs and 0 for every other weapon. Yeah, I just really like Charge Blade. I don't know, it's just great. As you probably just saw there, I was very close to dying. You see, the build that I'm using right now is kind of it's not exactly a build that I made. I just kind of altered it, but I'm using a full Chaotic Gormagala armor. I just really like it, and it comes with this skill called Berserk, where if you switch to the blue scroll, which is what I was in right now, it drains your health. Well, it turns all your health into red gauge, but it basically makes you immortal as long as you have red health. But it drains slowly unless you get hit, where it speeds it up. And so you'll see throughout this hunt that I get very close to dying a lot, because I just tend to try to last as long as I can in Berserk mode, which is probably not. It's how it's supposed to be played, but I'm not exactly a great player, so so you'll see later that it kind of is the downfall of me sometimes. Like this only happens once in this hunt, but yeah, it's a pretty common occurrence. Also, if anybody's interested in knowing, I guess, the switch skills that I use for my Charge Blade, I both of the loadouts are the same. I use Ready Stance for the big one, the left trigger B, and for the left trigger Y, I use Air Dash and Condensed Element Slash. I think that's what it's called for the sword, and then just the normal morphing thing. I feel like it suits me best, and it's the best way for me to be aggressive and fast with my Charge Blade attacks, even when I shouldn't be. But it fits me best for my play style, how I play. It feels the most comfortable. Alright, as you can see here, the Nargacuga is in the same area as the Chaotic Gormagala. What? Luckily, it seems that he automatically just got him in the mountain stage on his own, Chaotic Gormagala, which is pretty nice. I mean, I didn't really need his help. I was planning on trying to do it and get it myself to the mounting stage, but it's all good. It just speeds it up. I was thinking a lot about launching the monster, but I eventually just thought to myself that it would be a lot more. It would be a lot better if I just attacked it a lot and then used the finisher, since that seems like the best thing to do here. Since I've already hit him a couple of times with the air dash, so he should be really close to mounting. So it would be pointless to launch him. So I might as well just deal as much damage as I can with him. And hopefully later on I could probably get another monster, that Lunageron on the map, to come in and deal some more damage before I mount him. Probably noticed that I very much I use a lot. I try to use SAED as a lot. I really love using it and pulling it off. The only problem is I've been using it for a long time, but I'm still like not great at like memorizing monsters like attack patterns. So you'll see me mess up a lot of them, but it's all worth it just for when it actually hits. It's truly just an amazing feeling. Didn't immediately go to ride the Lunageron because there was a couple materials on the ground, and I'm not exactly sure how long they've been there. So, and I don't know the exact timer for how long they last. It's probably last a while, but I don't know. I just felt like I had to pick it up.
One more time, King.
Honestly, I feel like out of every monster in Monster Hunter Rise, Lunageron has by far my most favorite finisher. It I don't know, it just something about it. It's just real cool. I love Lunageron as a monster. He's just such a sick. Okay, all right, new word, sicked. It's a sick move. It's real cool. I like it. Something I also noticed that I tend to do, well, I tend not to do, is sharpen. I tend to leave that off for a really long time, like maybe until I get to yellow sharpness. I'm just not, I don't know, I just don't think about it that much. Like I just keep using it until I'm just bouncing off constantly. And even then, maybe I'll just try to get a few more hits off before I can go to sharpen. I don't know, it's just something that I should probably work on doing, just doing that more consistently. Yeah, I finally decided to try and sharpen my charge blade. You can see me struggling a bit to get in a good position to start sharpening. Initially, I started sharpening on the ground, but then, well, obviously I got hit. Then I tried going on my Palamute, and I just ran into a wall and I just for some reason I I just got stuck on the wall and I immediately got hit by Gomagala. So yeah, it is what it is. But I mean, I managed to sharpen it. Something I try to think about more is like the endemic life. Like there's those jellyfish-looking things on the walls. I during this hunt, I try to keep that in the back of my head as I go to the area that Gormagal is in right now. So yeah, it's just something I'm trying to. I'm still working on things. I may be in master rank, like near the end of the game, but I'm still trying to get better.
One more time, King.
Now here is where I commit my big old blunder. He as you can see, he's doing a big attack, and I was ready to just tank this, but as you can see, I fainted immediately. This is because I forgot to switch over to berserk mode to actually be able to survive this hit. So yeah, that's the first death of this, the first faint. All right, we finally got him into the mounting stage, and just like before, I actually remembered that in Area 7, it's got those jellyfish things on the wall. So I'm just heading over there and just gonna use that. Just a random thing that I just thought about. Like, I think it would be pretty cool if like they added a sort of momentum type game mechanic where you deal more damage the faster you're going towards the target. Like just now, I did a I was in the after jumping off of Gormagala after he falls on the ground from throwing him against the wall. I dashed towards him and then hit an attack. I feel like it would be really cool if I just dealt extra damage depending on how fast I was going. But I don't know. I don't know how they would balance that. So yeah, it's just a little fun little idea I thought of. As you could probably make out right now, I don't really plan anything. Like, nothing's calculated. I don't like any stun that happens is completely random. I didn't think would actually happen. Like I just all my builds are always just deal the most amount of damage, not like try to stun them just at ailments and stuff like that. I'm not real good at using those. I just go for as much damage as I can.
One more time, King.
And there is my second thing from Berserk. It's yeah, I need to get better at like thinking about that. Just keeping that in my head. I shouldn't wait until the very last moment, because I could have healed myself if it wasn't for the fact that Gore Magala used a tail swipe, and now that tiny like couple like seconds, it was enough to just send me over the edge to just die, not be able to heal myself. Yeah, I need to get better at that. Here, I don't know why I just started picking up Vigor Wasp as I went over to Gore Magala. I could have just hopped off a Palamute and switched over to the other scroll and just healed, but I don't know. I just didn't want to do that. I felt too lazy, even though it took more effort to go pick up the Vigor Wasps on my way there than just hop off, switch over, and then just do it. But yeah, I don't know. Now, I didn't know that Chaotic Gomagala actually went to sleep, like, in here, which it makes sense that he does, but I don't know, I just didn't know that he'd do that, so I didn't have time to, like, prepare myself, but I may do. It still dealt a lot of damage. I remember to be in blue scroll mode this time, so I didn't die from that attack again. And that was my Chaotic Gormagala run. Yeah, I don't know. Also, classic Monster Hunter RNG with the contrary scale, which is Chaotic Gormagala's gem, essentially. There when I don't need it.